Geofuck Psych Perspectives here. Want to do a moment of silence for 9/11. So let's do a moment of silence, please. So, 9/11, 2001. September 11th, 2001. It's been 18 years since that horrible day. Terrorist attack. Thousands of people, harmed, endangered, people murdered, killed, slaughtered on American soil. While all of this is going on, here we are today, 18 years later, 2019, and the president of the United States of America, 45, is, meeting with the Taliban, having meetings with the Taliban days before the 18-year anniversary of the 9/11 attacks. And I'm trying to understand how this is making America great again. I'm trying to understand how all of the racist supporters of Trump, y'all sit up and scream and holler about America first and patriotism and I'm American flag and how dare you not stand for the Star Spangled Banner and all this other bullshit. But in the meantime, your damn president is sitting up meeting with your sworn enemy, okay, who literally killed people, American people on American soil 18 years ago. He's sitting up here having meetings with them and shit like it's a damn powwow. Like we getting together to have tea. You know what I mean? But then keep in mind, if those of us who actually know the history, 9/11 happened under a Republican government, under a Republican president, George W. Bush. So this just seems to be the way Republicans do things, right? And then also not just Republicans, but Democrats too. And this just seems to be the way American government functions, right? They sit up and they manufacture terrorists. They manufacture wars. And they have no problem with sacrificing the lives of their own citizens as well as people around the world. They don't care about us. They don't care about you. But yet, so many racists who support Trump are so big on this patriotism shit. But in the meantime, where is your patriotism when your president is orchestrating meetings with the Taliban days before the 18th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks? I don't really see how that's patriotic. But, this is what I mean by the double standards, the hypocrisy, and the blatant disrespect for human life. I was in the 4th grade when 9/11 took place. In fact, school had literally just started, 9/11. And see, this is back in the day when you went to school before Labor Day. And I feel like by the time I got to 7th grade, they stopped doing that. They was like, you know what? Y'all can go to school after Labor Day because it really doesn't make any sense. And then if we're really being honest, in most American public schools, you're not learning anything. Let's be real. So you going before Labor Day or after Labor Day really don't matter. Just like, people don't want me to say this, but I'm going to say it. I don't really see how a balanced school calendar is going to be beneficial if you're still not learning anything. It doesn't matter how much longer you're there. But anyway, that's a whole nother video. I was in the 4th grade, and I remember getting up, getting ready, and my mom was, taking me to school and everything. But we had the news on, and the news was showing planes flying into buildings. And think about it, I was 8 in the 4th grade, and I'm a kid, and this is the type of shit that a lot of us just grew up looking at. And then after 9/11, we grew up seeing people be beheaded on the news because for some reason they thought it was a smart idea to show the news coverage when I was in the 7th grade. They used to do this all the time. They would show the news coverage of the Taliban beheading American soldiers, beheading their own citizens, beheading news reporters, etc. And we would see all this on TV. So fast forward to now, 18 years later, I'm 26. I'll be 27 next month. And all we've seen for a very long time is a constant terror, constant violence, to the point that some of us have even become desensitized from violence. Like, people don't even care, it got to the point now where I done seen stuff in my own physical life, up close and person, and then I done seen stuff on TV, and then I done seen stuff in my neighborhood on the news, and in the media, etc. So for a lot of us, we have become so desensitized to violence, to anger, to abuse, that it's become normal. So you think about it. And again, your president is meeting with the Taliban. And then keep in mind, and this isn't just me because I'm a liberal, but keep in mind, back in 2011, I believe it was May 2011, President Barack Obama, under his administration, killed Osama bin Laden. So why, 8 years later, 45, sitting up here having meetings with the Taliban as if this issue hasn't been taken care of 8 years previously? Again, if y'all don't see that this man, that President Donald J. Trump, 45, has some severe issues, then you crazy. And you right along with him. And that's all I'm gonna say. Anyways, it's been 18 years, y'all. Rest in peace to the innocent lives lost. Rest in peace to the folks that were the first responders and who their lives have also been taken away. And then some of those first responders died years later from cancer and other issues stemming from them being on the grounds of the World Trade Centers when they were trying to rescue and save people. Rest in peace to the, and then also prayers, love, and light, and good energy to the families and the friends and the communities of these people. In New York, out of New York, in the country, out of the country, around the world. Something has got to change, folks.